Hi guys, we're now going to begin our second shot. So let's just take a listen to the audio that we're going to be animating.
Do you like someone else? Your dad's girlfriend?
No. No, why? No, and she's not his girlfriend.
My father said you had a weak handshake, which is a sign of indecision.
His hands are so huge, I can't get a good grip.
My mother said you don't have a very good model for relationships because of your parents.
What?
Okay, this is our audio, guys. The scenario that I ended up settling for is this young couple. They are meeting a day after the girl has just introduced the boy to her parents. Now the guy, on the other hand, he thinks he really did well, but then he's now surprised to hear the criticism that he got from the girl's parents. So this is going to be sort of a back and forth thing where we see the boy getting more confused with each criticism that he got from the girl's parents. The girl, on the other hand, I felt like she seems like she couldn't really defend the guy to her parents because of the lack of commitment that he has been showing in their relationship thus far, and she is on her part seeking for enlightenment from the guy, and also maybe some points that she would then use to defend him to her parents. So this is what it seemed to me from listening to the conversation. So the set, we should have a more intimate setup. So I first thought of a picnic set, but then I ended up settling for a diner. Sort of the conversation is happening over breakfast between the boy and girl in the diner. So yeah, let's take a look at the references that I shot for this clip with this in mind. Okay guys, this is me acting out the shots. For these conversation type of shots, what I usually do is I have the audio clip playing in the background. It will be looping, so I have a different line looping. After I'm done shooting that particular line, I then move on to the next piece of the script. And my camera, I put my camera in the position that I'm going to be shooting from in Blender. But in this particular case, I had someone actually taking a video of me. Let's just go through. This is the raw footage. I have not edited anything. Okay, let's go back here.
Do you like someone else? Your dad's girlfriend? Do you like someone else? Your dad's girlfriend? Do you like someone else? Your dad's girlfriend?
Okay. Let me just check. Okay, it's not in sync to audio. But as you can see, guys, I just put the audio on loop. I leave a little bit of breathing room between the end of the line and the beginning of the line. So just leave a little room so that you get time to get back into your start position. I was just trying out different ideas, and at this point, I noticed that I had been looking in the wrong direction. Like I noticed, like the way that I was acting as if she's talking to the guy.
Do you like someone?
I was acting as if she's talking to a guy who's standing while she's sitting. Like from these clips, you can see she was looking to this side, as if the guy was standing. So I quickly noticed that, and I changed my acting to be looking straight ahead, so that she's looking at the guy across the table.
Do you like someone else? Your dad's girlfriend? Do you like someone else? Your dad's girlfriend?
Okay, so I continued on just shooting the reference, and I wanted to really bring out that nervousness in the girl, so she'll be playing around with the fork as she's saying her lines. Okay.
Do you like someone else? Your dad's girlfriend? Do you like someone else? Your dad's girlfriend?
Okay, so those were the takes for the first part of the script. Then I went on to the next part of the script. So I started off with the girls' lines. Then I went after I had finished the girls' lines. I then went to shoot the boys' lines. So this is the next line for the girl.
My father said you had a weak handshake, which is a sign of indecision.
Okay.
My father said you had a weak handshake, which is a sign of indecision. My father said you had a weak handshake, which is a sign of indecision. My father said you had a weak handshake, which is a sign of indecision.
Alright. So I just went on to shoot more references. Let me just scroll up a little bit.
My father said you had a weak handshake, which is a sign of indecision.
Alright. So after I'd taken those shots, I then moved on to the next line. This is the next line.
My mother said you don't have a very good model for relationships because of your appearance. My mother said you don't have a very good model for relationships because of your appearance.
Okay, so I just continued on to shoot more of that line, trying out different ideas. This is another part.
My mother said you don't have a very good model for relationships because of your appearance.
Alright. And at this point, I thought maybe might overuse the fork. Maybe I would switch to hair, bringing in the cup towards her instead of just using the fork. So let's just check that out. These last two clips.
My mother said you don't have a very good model for relationships because of your appearance. My mother said you don't have a very good model for relationships because of your appearance.
So I really like that contrast from her using the fork to then sort of bringing in the cup, sort of displays her how uncomfortable she is saying this, but she really wants to know what the guy has to say for himself.
My mother said you don't have a very good model for relationships because of your appearance.
Yeah, I really like that take.
My mother said you don't have a very good model for relationships because of your appearance.
Okay, so those were the lines for the girl. Then I went on to now shoot the lines for the guy.
No. No, why? No, and she's not his girlfriend.
So what I wanted to show was he's sort of caught off guard. He was about to take a sip of maybe his coffee or milkshake, whatever he's having, and then she suddenly brings this up. So he's sort of caught off guard.
No. No, why? No, and she's not his girlfriend. No. No, why? No, and she's not his girlfriend.
Yeah, so just give your time to get back to your start position and really try out different ideas. Just have the audio on loop. So that's what I do.
No. No, why? No, and she's not his girlfriend.
Let's see, so I'm just trying out different ideas.
No. No, why? No, and she's not his girlfriend. No. No, why? No, and she's not his girlfriend. No. No, why? No, and she's not his girlfriend.
Okay, so check out this. Is this the last? This is probably the last.
No. No, why? No, and she's not his girlfriend.
Okay, so that was the take for the guy for his first line. Then I went on to the second line. Let's take a look.
His hands are so huge, I can't get a good grip. His hands are so huge, I can't get a good grip.
Okay, so those were some of the takes. Then I decided to switch it up a little bit.
His hands are so huge, I can't get a good grip.
So he's trying to implore her, you understand? You understand, right? His hands are huge. So I was just trying out different ideas for this one.
His hands are so huge, I can't get a good grip. His hands are so huge, I can't get a good grip.
So I really like the again. I really like the last take. Check
His hands are so huge, I can't get a good grip.
You know this
His
one. I liked it.
His hands are so huge, I can't get a good grip.
You know, so he's like, I can't get a good grip. Then he leans in to listen further to what she has to say. So I like that last part. Then I went on to do his last reaction when he says what.
What?
You know, so different takes of what.
What?
So he's just listening to all these ridiculous accusations that he is getting. This criticism. He's like
What?
surprised as he's listening to this.
What? What?
Yeah, this could become a meme. But I like it.
What?
Yeah. And this was my last what? This last one.
What?
Yeah. So this is the raw footage, guys. The raw reference. I actually I've just finished editing it and taking the clips that I like. So let me just import the finished combined reference. So let me hide this. Let me go to my reference. This is the girl boy final reference. Let me just put it here. I want you to take a look at what I ended up settling for after doing the editing. So I just combined the two clips into one that I can then use in Blender. So it's 445 frames. So let's take a look. This is the final reference that we're going to be using in our animation.
Do you like someone else? Your dad's girlfriend?
No. No, why? No, and she's not his girlfriend.
My father said you had a weak handshake, which is a sign of indecision.
His hands are so huge, I can't get a good grip.
My mother said you don't have a very good model for relationships because of your parents.
What?
Okay. So one thing I want you to notice, guys, if you're now doing your video editing, you might like things in different clips. For example, if you check out this part of the girl, look at this. The top half of the video is different from the bottom half. It's because I like the visual acting in another clip, but I like the hand gestures in another video clip. So I just combined those into what I like. So look, I like the first part when she's playing with the fork, and then the ending part.
Handshake, which is a sign of indecision.
Okay, so I combined those. So it's just some things that you can use, and also the last part. You see, I combined. These are two different videos: the top part and the bottom part. I like the facial acting on a different video than. And I also like the hand gestures in a different video. So I combined those.
Grip. My mother said you don't.
His hands are so huge, I can't get a good grip.
My mother said you don't have a very good model for relationships because of your parents.
So I really like this one. This clip I really.
My mother said you don't have a very good model for relationships because of your parents.
So those are some of the things that you can use when you're now editing your final
What?
reference. Okay, this is our reference, guys. This is how I shoot my reference and then combine the final thing. So now let's jump into Blender and see our set and maybe start blocking out our first pauses.